tonight's episode of Painting with Menoth John will not be seen tonight, so that we may present a very special collaboration between Beer Machine and Painting with Menoth John. Mothership, a horror survival RPG starring the cast of Beer Machine and Painting with Menoth John. Presented in Super Legitivision, the future of podcasting. It's .com. Well, good evening and welcome, Mothershippers, to another episode of Mothership. Of course, if you were here for the 20-some-odd minute "it's coming soon" thing, you know that this one's episode is known as "Don't Split the," and we trail off with that one because we all know splitting the party's bad, but someone couldn't make it last week, and we all know how that ends.
Wah, 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 wah.
Yep. So, but yeah, we're super excited to have you all here. I think we're probably going to have to at some point re-record the opening for the show because, let's face it, Painting with Menoth John is like not even basically a podcast anymore, and we'll have to. I'll figure out a new entrance to this, but. We have, of course, you know him, you love him, the cast of Beer Machine, which has recorded less frequently than I have, and then of course we have everyone's favorite painter, Mr. Brett. So, anywho, so let's go ahead. You know, as we are wont to do on this particular broadcast, I feel like I'm not hitting on all 12 cylinders right now. I feel like I'm hitting on like a solid 7.5. So I'm hoping.
Well, we can fix that.
I'm hoping that
You should have prepped.
I should have done some burpees. I should have done a few laps on the old treadmill or something to kind of get this blood a-flowing, but I'm going to try and get her going here right quick.
Suck down a few bribes.
Hey, speaking of...
You don't suck down a few bribes. You enjoy that bribe.
Maybe I should bribe me some whiskey today because...
Dear.
What do we have here?
Oh, that's a beautiful sight.
Oh, man.
I got my
Hashtag bribe life.
Hashtag just briping. All right, so
I'm gonna put the link in the chat. We should have a commission on this. You know,
we should. Actually, James Hoffman is the guy that deserves the commission because without
Yeah,
James,
We
there
should
is no
definitely
bribe.
reach out to them and be like, "Do you want to sponsor us?"
Yeah, so
I'm just saying, bribe, continental briping at JohnCon is definitely going to be a thing.
All right, so we're gonna bripe this whiskey tonight, and here we go. Our first, I didn't clean this, by the way, so let's see.
you're cleaning it right now.
Hey!
It's the cleaning run.
So our first bripe on camera, and it'll be with Woodford Reserve, by the way. That's my beverage update. I never go first, but this time I am. Hey, Ron.
Ron.
That is good bripe.
A little metally.
A little metallic. Ooh, it is a little metallic. Anyway, so
What kind of Woodford Reserve you got in there?
just a regular garden variety kind. I mean, I can get the double oaked stuff over at Tenuta's, and I can get the rye at Timers, which I need to take you guys to next time you're here for JohnCon. You say, JohnCon? What? Yeah, that's right, folks. JohnCon is going to be happening end of July in Racine, Wisconsin. If you would like to help other people eat who have less, JohnCon. We will also be doing a number of events featuring this crew of idiots, or revisiting the Alexis, perhaps in a different configuration, so that they can't immediately get to the fucking MacGuffin.
The lament configuration.
Yeah, exactly.
If you cannot make it to Wisconsin for this, we will be live streaming a couple of events, and there will be some methods in place where you can donate.
Yeah,
there's a lot of folks hurting from the pandemic.
Yep.
And we're going to make it so you can donate to affect things in the RPG. There's a lot of good things. And we had a lot of fun with it 2 years ago, and we made a ton of money.
Yeah,
Oh my God, we made a stupid amount of money.
$1,600 we made that weekend.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And it all goes to the it's the local food shelf
Yep.
in Racine, right?
Racine County Food Shelf, which, by the way, shares a building with the homeless shelter. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to do a little column A, little column B this year.
Yeah.
So we're going to give half to the Racine County the Racine, I should say, food shelf. We're also going to give half to Halo, which is the name of the homeless shelter that's there.
Oh, perfect.
Those folks at the Halo do God's work, if you believe in God.
Yep.
Or they do Satan's work if you're a Satanist. And whatever. I don't think. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Smoke dope. Hail Satan.
Dope. It's smoke meth hell Satan, but okay.
Yeah, whatever. Smoke whatever you want. Who
Smoke-
cares? Oh,
Bripe. Dope. Smoke Satan? What?
I don't know. Sure. So yeah,
All
that's
hell to
coming. I'm guessing the next RPG will probably have the dates ready to announce.
Yeah. I need to get
And,
that the Mournival pulled together. Do you suppose Eric is going to actually check his Facebook, or should we find a new way of getting hold of him?
I have his phone number. I'll text him.
All right,
That's fine.
text him and tell him that to look at his emails or something. Because we're going to do that.
So
Send him a letter.
you did start talking about your alcohol,
Yeah.
so I'll start talking about mine.
Yeah, Woodford Reserve, and I'm Menoth John, the GM. Woo! I'm the guy that's going to make Adam sad today. All right.
So this is beer I picked up at Aurora Brewworks, which is a fantastic beer store and bar in East Aurora, New York.
Mm-hmm.
This is called Other Half. Other Half is the brewery. Enigma Chroma, double dry hopped India Pale Ale, 6.3%. Has a fun sparkly can.
Oh.
And they made a second series that is the sparkly can but green, and it has different hops in it, but it's the same base beer, I guess, which I'll pull out later if I happen to get through this. It is a very, I love that trick, a very opaque IPA,
As
like
it
Northeast
turns
style IPA.
completely transparent.
It looks like spaceship
I know I have criticized
times.
I've criticized beer and beer enthusiasts for describing IPAs as dank because it seems kind of childish. Yeah, this beer smells like weed.
Oh.
And I can say that now because
That shit's legal by you.
it's legal in New York now for recreational purposes. So yeah, it smells like weed. There you go.
Smoke Satan. Hail dope.
I'll say it. Oh, and it's 6.3%, by the way.
Outstanding. And your character, of course, is the ever beloved engineer Sasha Manikov, who
Yes.
who fell just a few points short of leveling up this time. So we'll
Yeah,
catch up.
5 points short. So and I had already banked 2 skill points from the last level up. So on this level up, we're gonna end up maxing something out probably.
Going to be skilled by the time this is done. Yes, indeed. Let's move over to everybody's favorite meat popsicle. You know him, you love him, Sergeant Joe Snuffy. What do you have in?
Hey, everybody.
Mr.
So what I'm bringing to you this week is from Clantrew's Brewing, a little space cupcake IPA, keeping with the Mothership theme. Just to let you know, if you like IPAs, you might like it. I do not like IPAs, so I do not like it, but I will drink it because I opened it.
Would it be better in a bribe?
I don't think a bribe could even save it because I'm just that guy.
Oh,
I don't think
I got it because it had a space cupcake on it. I'm that fucking dude. I look at labels, I get amused, I buy shit.
Oh man, are we gonna take donations to forcibly bribe things?
I think so. I think that is absolutely going to happen. Does it bribe is going to be the name of the segment. Does it
As long
bribe?
as there's like no anal bribing, I think I'm down with that.
Jesus.
It
Yeah,
can't
no,
be. It can't be fucking like physically dangerous. It
No
can't
butt
be.
griping.
No,
all right?
Yeah,
no bleach.
No bribe boofing.
No.
But my bribe is in the mail. I should be getting it by this weekend.
So is mine.
You know what?
Oh.
I wasn't even going to get one, but now I guess I have to.
Are we going to do early morning on the weekend like bribe session over like a little
I think we
Google
should.
chats?
I think we
Live
should have a
stream
live
bribe.
We
stream.
can have a bribe clatch.
Yes, I think we should
Yes.
out on the party porch, and we'll live stream it, and people can ask, can send in donations, ask us questions, and we'll bribe about it. Now,
Um,
this is pretty hot. by the way. This comes with your bripe. This is the bripe torch, and it does say bripe right on the torch. It's very classy. The shit you get for how much you pay for this is astounding.
Yeah, everybody, you need to hop on this now because they're doing a deal where it's everything you need to bribe for $50.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
that is a
59.
steep
It
discount.
already went up $10.
So,
Oh,
but keep in mind your bripe torch does not come filled. So if you would like to bripe immediately, get yourself some butane because you're going to need to fill your bripe when you get it.
Hey, John.
my daddy says butane's a bastard gas.
I don't know what that means.
Oh man.
King of the hill. Come on.
John, you're a experienced traveler. Is the
I am
bripe-
an experienced traveler. Thank you for identifying
not
that.
that that's happened lately. Is the bripe torch TSA compliant?
It's funny
I
that
was
you
thinking
should.
that as well.
It was funny you should bring that up because the packaging of the bripe actually goes into that, and you cannot put your bripe in your carry-on, but you should be able to bring your bripe in your luggage. So I will double check this. Of course, we will have some confirmation. We believe this to be the case. We are in a 90% confidence level at this point. We need to be higher than that because we're not having TSA take our bright. They can take my liberty, but they will not take my bright.
Worst case scenario, we mail them
Indeed.
in advance.
Indeed.
Wow,
Hashtag
the only thing you can
briping.
order is the bripe kit. They don't have anything else you can buy.
Nope.
Huh?
Or
What
we
more
can
do you
just
need?
order a bunch to John's house and create the strategic bripe reserve.
Indeed. It's like a seed vault for bripes.
It's like the Swedish Genome Project, but one step above.
I feel like the number one donator to JohnCon might get a bright.
Well worth it.
Oh,
So
We
sorry
tracked
to,
that over the weekend.
to debribe us. Back to Snuffy here. So I did in fact level up, as always.
What, we're doing an
I chose
RPG?
the-
What the fuck? All right.
Hey, I'm just trying to get us back in the mood. That was trying to be a segue. I'm not a professional
I've been-
podcaster like
I've
you.
been
It's
in the
not a
mood the whole time.
callback.
You are now a professional podcaster.
yeah, you've been on a real podcast. You're a professional now,
Several
whether you like it
times.
or not.
That's how
Several
this
times.
works.
Oh man, that means I can't be amateur anymore. I
Nope.
got to get paid, right?
Nope.
If you
No.
open
Well,
Audacity just once, you can
Yes,
be a
yes.
consultant.
boom.
Yes, and Brett, we will give you, in addition to your consultant pay, we will give you 20% of the Mothership revenue. Okay.
I will.
I mean, I am rocking the original Dice Prayer T-shirt
That's some old.
right
that's
now.
some old school shit right there.
Nice.
I will.
Yeah.
I will say, however, I will also kick in 10,000 Painting with Menoth John golden reward points. Not the silver kind, the gold kind. Only the best.
That's pretty
And,
sweet.
So
That's
we'll
1/10 the way to a luchador bottle opener, I hear.
Listen, you got to have the forms. I hope you got the forms. If you lost the forms, I don't know. They're out of print because that's a dying podcast. Anyway, so
Okay.
you did
So,
level
as
up.
always,
You did level
Snuffy
up.
is-
Somehow Snuffy's the highest level character we have. Nobody effing knows how that happened. Sounds like casual
Lob a
racism.
grenade, see what happens.
Sounds like casual racism on my part. So there,
Oh,
so what did you do with your upgrades, buddy?
As always, +5 to strength, +3 to speed, because we're playing this stereotype. We don't need no saves. That's what the rest of the crew's for.
I think the most disturbing and distressing part of your level up is that you learned explosives.
Oh, that's for sure. I did heal all stress because I figured,
What could
that might be
possibly
important
go
at this point
wrong?
if I'm not going to try and make any saves.
What
Having
could-
explosives isn't necessarily a bad thing. I'm just saying. Maybe he'll actually be good at throwing grenades now.
Wrong.
I threw the grenade accurately. It just went through a portal that didn't have,
anything.
one-way connection.
that whole
Maybe he'll understand transdimensional portals with explosives now.
I hear.
I
that
don't know how that would work. Could you explain how understanding explosives would link to transdimensional portals?
Nope, I'm not skilled in that.
I feel like a bribe might open up a trans-dimensional portal.
Well, if you have enough weed in there, I'm sure it would.
Look, there it is, folks. Oh, you can't see it.
Yeah.
I have officially ordered a bribe on the air.
You can do that now with the internets, with all of the tubes. You can order a bribe while podcasting.
Yes.
All right, so let's move on to Eric. Eric did not level up. by 2 points somehow. How did I start giving out points in non-increments of 5? But
It happens.
you did not level up this time. But what are you having to drink, Eric?
Well, I failed to level up last time.
Oh, so you leveled up this time?
Yeah.
All
So, I got +4 to all my saves. I actually added those upgrades to my character sheet because I failed to do so initially on the first time I did that.
Thank you.
And I have also, Eric is adapting to his surroundings and has gained 0 G in scavenging.
50% of those upgrades are meaningful on a moon.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are really good upgrades, Dan.
Yep.
You did well.
So good.
Hopefully he never needs them. More importantly than how Eric is probably going to die in 0 G, I have from Breyer Brothers Brewing, I have Kool-Aid. Now, the name is interesting. What's more interesting is this color. It looks like someone cleaned their pipes. And by that, I mean the ones under the sink. Calm down.
What about their
into a
bright?
glass. Right? And
it
smells like grape Kool-Aid.
Interesting.
Huh. I've seen some early, very early production stuff from Flight Mechanic Distilling that looked like that. And it was not good. but that was hard alcohol.
But it tastes like grape,
So-
right?
This tastes just like watered down grape Kool-Aid with a malt finish.
Wow.
I wouldn't if I wanted a beer, I wouldn't be like, oh, I'm absolutely going for that. But this is fantastic. I kind of want to drop vodka into it.
So if you took, for instance, a grape Kool-Aid, juice box, and you dumped it into, say, a 40 of Old English.
It's about on par,
right.
except less sweet.
Sounds
So
like
could you Edward 40 hands with
That's
that?
like a really shitty version of gin and juice.
Laid back.
Yes. Yeah, there we go. This is the Rolling Rock gin and juice.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh.
I'm kidding. It's actually much better than that, but it's definitely interesting.
Well,
Shots fired at the entire state of Pennsylvania. Not that anybody in Pennsylvania watches us. It's all good.
They deserve it, and they know
also
it.
true.
Yep. Hey.
Yeah, after being at a live sporting event in Philly, I was disturbed and disgusted by the residents.
I'm here to tell you that thanks to Pennsylvania, things are a little better in the White House. So.
Oh my God! Did you see the meme with everybody showing up at the end like it was the two towers? And it was gritty instead of Gandalf's face.
I have not seen that, but I'm all in. All right, so this introduction is now 20 minutes long. They used to give me such shit on Painting with Menoff John for having introduction portions that would last a half hour.
Well, fuck them.
It's because I had to do advertisements for Tectonic Craft Studios. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking for some fine laser-crafted MDF, Tectonic Craft Studio, he's moved locations. Were you aware, Dan?
I was not aware.
Were you aware that Tectonic Craft Studios is now a Wisconsin company?
What?
That's right. He's relocated. He's decided to join the second most taxed state in the United States and come here to Wisconsin, where the weather is just strictly shittier and just a whole lot more redneck. So good on you. Remember, Tectonic Craft Studios, if you need to, have an MDF stand for your Bright, I suggest Tectonic Craft Studio. Tell him Menoff John sent you for the Bright package.
If he's going to be at JohnCon, I might need to get a shit ton of bases from him because I've run out.
You just send him a message. Also, basically, anytime it seems like any miniatures game has a release, he has a base kit for it. Good stuff.
Arcadan of Tectonic Craft Studios is known for his release, and there's he's
Just
known
covering the
throughout
gaming community.
He's just absolutely covering the whole game community with his releases, and it's
Creates a firm base.
multiple releases, actually, I hear, with multiple targets on top of it.
indeed, and bless his heart, because if you come to JohnCon, you can shake his hand.
Hopefully he washed it first.
Is that one of the tiers?
I wasn't going to
Do
be
I have
that
to
on
pay
the nose,
extra?
but thank you, Rich.
You're welcome.
Ron. Ooh, second bripe run. Every time I bripe a little bit of whiskey, I feel like I have to turn it sideways so people can get a good look at the bripe.
John, you look so sophisticated.
I know. It's
I
the
don't know.
only
It's kind
thing
of
that could
redneck,
make
like a corn
Woodford.
cob.
It's the only thing that could make Woodford Reserve more sophisticated. Bripe. Boom. Next level.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on
With you.
to you missed him last time around, but he's back with a vengeance. Made it by 10 seconds.
Yep.
I'm here to tell you, you're not losing a limb tonight because you made it with 10 seconds to go.
Ooh,
So,
nice.
this
I have the
GM
least experience now.
This is utterly amazing to me because the in my head I had kind of an idea where y'all were as far as level, and I was like, man, I feel bad for Brett because Brett's like way behind. I need to figure out ways to get him points. Oh no, no, it's you, Reggie, and for
Yeah.
some reason, you've actually done some really good things in the game, and I clearly have not rewarded you well enough. So be prepared somehow
For
to
my
get
solo
experience
adventure.
points during this upcoming solo adventure you're about to have. So
Oh boy.
I can't wait.
welcome to Odd Man Out, starring Reggie. Tell us what you didn't do with your points because you didn't get any experience for not being here.
I'm still banking on 1 point,
Okay, yep, yes you are.
and
Yeah.
I'm a shit ton stressed with 11.
Yeah, you're gonna. Oh, that's not gonna work out well for you. All right,
Nope.
so
And as
What
far
do
as
you have-
beverages go,
yeah,
I'm drinking Courthouse Coho Brewing's 5-0 Pineapple Blonde Ale. It's from Cape May, New Jersey, where I'm at this week.
outstanding. Jersey.
Pineapple
I'm sorry.
blonde ale sounds delicious.
All right, so there we have it,
Nice.
folks. It's been a long introduction, but I think a fruitful and wonderful one. I'm just gonna take a quick hit off the bripe.
A hit, huh?
A
I
hit
think
off
You gotta
my-
drag that
Are you-
out, John. Come on.
Are you hinting at a future substance pairing on this show?
You
Not
gotta
on
blow some bright rings.
Not on this show in this state. Nope.
No.
Nope, not here. We have Republican House says nope. So
Yep.
just say nope to dope.
Yeah.
Be a Republican.
Yeah, well, our governor here likes to apparently touch his staffers, so we got that rammed through.
Honest to God. All right, well, folks, last time we were all together, you'll remember that the Tingler came down, and I know that Adam, you didn't listen to the episode, just fine. You'll get what you need to know now. The Tingler came down, and when our intrepid crew came to, everyone was there except for Reggie. Reggie was missing from his crash couch, and there was blood tracks leading away from the bridge, and that's where the team woke up and found themselves. And they did not find, after they had kind of went through and investigated what was goofed up with the Tingler, obviously getting hit with a harpoon and forcibly being driven into a moon can be not as good for your spaceship as you otherwise might want it. They headed outside to see what perhaps had happened to Reggie, and that's where they found they had some company. And their company, they were encountered a group of individuals led by a man named Marlowe, who inexplicably had a deep Southern accent. And
He's from Neo, Texas.
Neo Texas?
from Neo, Texas.
Neo
As
Texas can confirm.
As opposed
Perfect.
to Neo Moscow, which is where Sasha's from. All of a sudden, this became Akira, the role-play game.
Akira Tetsuo.
Sasha Khan! Anyway, and
Like the third time that's happened in 2 weeks now.
so we met with them, and long story short was that they were discovered. Basically, they found out that through GM misfortune that that Eric was still on board, and they basically took you guys away and said, we're going to take you back to our camp. They were from a group known as Brecht's Breakers. And Marlowe works for Brecht, and Brecht they're going to take you across this barren moon to their camp. Meanwhile, unbeknownst to the three members of the party, the good people of the and I got to get the names right here. Hang on, please stand by. Your call is very important to us. Want to get the names right, or else I'll make more mistakes. There are the people of the Tyrant Beggar Moon Base, as it is known, have absconded with Reggie. And before we get too far into the action, at the point that we're going to pick up tonight's adventure, you've traveled all day with Brecht's Breakers, and Reggie. At this point, we're going to get back to you here real quick, so just kind of hang tight. You've traveled all night, and you're waking up amongst Brecht's Breakers on their 2-day walk back to their base. And as you wake up, Sasha, Eric, and Snuffy, you've all had nightmares over the course of the evening. Sasha, you had a particularly disturbing one.
Oh.
As you fitfully are sleeping amongst this new stressful situation, your dream is that bolt cutters are passing through your joints roughly. Your hand. You're being tortured with a bolt cutter. They're cutting your fingers off.
Wow.
And at the end of each amputation being announced by a smooth click as your digits are one by one moved from your hands.
It's not a click clack?
No, it's click click.
Bolt cutter, bolt cutter.
Bolt cutter, not a Glock.
Actually, it goes ding, ding, ding goes the trolley. Your fingers are discarded into a bucket, and as each one is thrown into the bucket chews noisily.
Oh.
Oh, I was going to say, cling, cling goes the bucket.
No.
Perfect.
Snuffy,
Oh.
your nightmare is a little bit different. As you're walking in a dark room, and there's a shambling figure in front of you that is completely dark, except for a chipped porcelain mask. And the only thing you can remember is that there was a hazy smell of candy and rot.
Like my grandma?
Whoa. Gee. Wow.
Yeah,
Is it Werther's original?
A lot like your grandma. She was telling me that last night.
Well, she's dead, so.
And? So.
He's quarter-sized.
Have you not heard the lyrics to the song Code Blue by the True Sons of Liberty? No, it's TSOL that did Code Blue, right?
Yes,
Yeah, thank
that's
you very
correct.
much. All right. Man, I kind of surprised myself there for half a second.
Yeah, I know. I'm actually kind of shocked.
Okay. And then, because I wanna fuck the dead, which is one of the truly great lyrics in all of punkdom.
That's going to be my text message notification in about 2 hours.
Yep. With that.
So, and then, but Eric, even you know, because even robots dream of electric sheep, and your dream was that children with sunken eyes and rotted teeth are chanting "sacrifice, sacrifice," as they push you over a cliff, and you see their faces fade in the distance as you keep on falling.
I much preferred how the Ewoks dealt with synthetic humanoids.
Raising them in chairs and yelling "yub nub." Yeah, exactly. Nope, that's not what you get to do.
Oh, great.
So you wake up and you are being there's a guard sitting by you, and what do you do?
Yep.
Cry digital tears.
Okay.
Cry digital tears. That's
Are those ones or zeros in this case?
Well, they started as normal tiers, but then they pixelate.
Wow. All right.
All right, so
Oh, this is a good episode. I've already finished my beer. Jeez.
Yeah, dude. Oh, you can't see it. There we go. I got like an
Starship.
inch left. I'm gonna grab the next one.
Is that what she said?
I kind of need to. So the only problem with drinking out of your bripe, and my bripe has suffered damage. I've got a damaged bripe.
What?
Whoa,
what-
whoa,
what'd
whoa.
you do
Bripe down. Bripe down.
Oh, I see the dent.
Yeah, there's a dent.
Oh
in it.
no.
That's okay. It's got character now. It's not a problem.
You might need
Fair
a
enough.
tinker for that, as it is copper.
Indeed, I might.
Yeah.
I might have to get a tinker for that. All right. So, do you guys have anything to say to each other before things kind of the sun is coming up in the west, the north?
Nope.
And,
What you described to me, John, sounds like a malfunction, and I don't disclose those.
Okay, very good.
Bullshit.
It's like Ghost in the Shell. He does not give consent to remove these memories.
Eric has no filter, including that. Sasha! Sasha! There's some fucked up shit going on here.
So John, are we picking up like basically we just wake up like right then
Yep,
kind
you're
of thing?
waking up. You guys are basically you've got bedrolls that you just woke up in, and there is you open your eyes. You do notice you're still under guard, and you've obviously had a rough night.
Gotcha. Sasha tries to get his bearings. Is it light out, dark out?
It is the
dusk,
sun is just coming up
dawn?
in the north.
Just coming up. Okay. Adjusts his eyes to the light, and he can tell his heart's going pretty fast, and he's kind of freaking out. Reaches for the weapons that he doesn't have, and sees Snuffy kind of freaking out, and wakes him up, like shakes him. Snuffy, wake up! Are you're okay?
No, Sasha. Some fucked up shit's going on.
It's his dream. You're fine.
My dreams ain't fucked up like that normally.
Okay, maybe you're not, but on Panslavia sometimes they are. So, I'm just inventing this whole Slavic backstory of like
I'm loving this.
It's okay.
the-
life,
yeah.
Space life with Boris. Got it.
yeah,
Were
space
you
life
raised
is
in a
Boris.
gulag? Is that what your background is?
Well, not yet.
More of a clock.
Yeah. So
Gulagistan.
he shakes him, and then he looks over at Eric. And
Hello. I have completed my nightly mental repair cycle.
But you're still mental.
Sasha looks at Snuffy. Sasha looks at Snuffy and looks back. Machina, do you dream?
Of electric sheep?
What do you dream?
Dreams in most biological creatures are merely synapses firing.
I mean you, not the biologicals.
I am fully anatomically correct. Please
You know what?
excuse. And he goes, "Please excuse me," and then fixes his morning wood.
Fixes? You know what? I don't want to know. He looks at Snuffy.
It's his power bar.
Add one lubrication cycle of oil to your inventory, Dan.
Hey, Hitachi, go ahead and power cycle that away from us.
So, wow. Sasha looks at Snuffy and then looks around and says, "Where are the breakers?"
They're standing guard over us. That would be the breakers.
I'm right here. Can you not see me? Do you not?
Which door bottle opener? Is that you?
Wait a minute. I thought he was Southern, John.
Not. This isn't
Not the guard.
This isn't Marlowe. This is random breaker guy X35.
All right. Sasha stands himself up. He goes, "Hola. How much more do we have to walk?"
We have just a few more hours before we get back to the breaker base.
Okay. Thank you. We will get ready and then move out.
Of course you will, because you're our guest. But you're gonna get after
Yes.
it. You're gonna get
Yes.
after it, though. You're our guest. I said guest.
That's-
What don't you understand about the word guest?
Oh,
Well, I didn't have a mint on my bedroll pillow. That's what guest means to me.
By the way, Sasha, I'm going to give you one less stress. I'm going to give you one decrease in stress to 9.
Oh, sweet! I'm down to 9.
Outstanding.
Outstanding.
For sort of comforting Snuffy, I guess.
Thank you for allowing me to sleep outside of a box.
I'd like to point out a outstanding comment in the chat from Matt the Dev, who has played Fish and Six and Crossouts with us. Said Eric Dong go burr.
Brrr.
It's just like in Space Truckers. I got a pull cord to the side.
Is that how Hitachis work?
Anyway,
That's racist. Anyway, so, all right, so Marlo comes strolling up to the group. Saddle up, boys. We're going to be heading out now. Going to go back to introduce you to Brecht. He's got certain things he needs to talk to you about, and I suggest you pack up your bedrolls and let's be on our way. We got about 2-3 hours yet.
sounds very good, Brecht. Or very. What's his name? He didn't introduce.
Marlo.
Did he give his name?
Marlo.
Marlo. Sounds very good, Marlo. We will make haste.
I hope that you all had a very nice evening. I hope you had sweet dreams. How'd things go for y'all last night?
No, they're actually awful, but thank you for asking.
Oh, that'll happen here on the moon. On this moon.
I'm
This
just
moon-
curious. Have you ever smelled someone like your grandma who had a fucked up China doll mask?
I have no idea what's wrong with you, son.
Multiple things, but this is a specific thing.
Smells like your grandma with a China mask on. What is wrong with
China
you, boy?
doll mask. I'm
China-
sorry that y'all may not have had those as
Is
children.
that like the COVID mask? What are you talking about? Anyway, so-
China is an alternate name for porcelain.
oh, I got confused about that. I'm just a simple man. You have to understand. Now, enough of this chit chat. We got miles to go before we're done. That's a very nice hat, Eric. Plus,
Jesus.
plus 2 experience points for nice hat.
Thank you. Looks like my old uniform at Giant Rockets.
No, you
Oh,
leveled
I
up.
could go for a malt right
I was
now.
gonna say it looked like a hot dog serving hat.
So, okay, spotlight switches over to our good friend, our good dear friend Reggie. Reggie, you wake up after a dreamless night to find yourself laying on a concrete slab with a light blanket underneath you, and nothing terrible has happened to you at this point, but you wake up, and there's an individual sitting in a chair across the room from where you are.
Who are you? Where's my crew?
Well, I brought you back here. I brought you back here because I figured that I couldn't carry all of you, but I figured I'd bring you back here because you looked like you could use some help.
Reggie is gonna kind of like check himself because he's not sure what's going on. And does he have any injuries? That
You
he's aware of?
were pretty banged up. I mean, I saw the blood and stuff like that, and it looked like maybe you had a broken arm. So I thought I would bring you back here where I could help you, and the rest of us could help you, and it'd be really good. I'm Dean. My name's Dean.
He's Dean.
I'm Dean.
Dean. Hi, Dean.
Hi. What's your name? I'm Dean.
Is Dean humanoid or is he? What is he? I'm Reggie.
Dean
Nice
is
to meet you, Dean.
Dean's a youthful fella. He's maybe by the looks of it probably 16, 17 years old. He's got kind of matted dreadlocky hair. He's got a patch over one eye. And
ADHD apparently.
and he's and in the room there with him there's a leather jacket slung over the back of a chair. There's a guitar leaning up against the wall in one part of the room, and he's sitting there, kind of tapping his foot on it as he sits in his chair, and he seems a little excitable, but it could just be that he's just a little worked
He's
up.
on something.
He's a little worked up.
Yeah, Dean, you seem a little on edge. Is there something that I need to be made aware of?
Well, I mean, I haven't told anybody about that I found you yet. I haven't told Malta. Malta doesn't know anything about you yet, and that would really change things if she knew about it. And so that's why I'm keeping you here, so I can help you before we have to go talk to Malta.
And I think we lost that.
And I killed.
What's Malta
her.
like?
Oh,
there he
well,
is.
Malta.
Does she like new people?
Malta doesn't like anybody, but Malta's, she's the leader. She's the one that really helps kind of keep us all alive. But she doesn't understand about what really needs to happen around here. I mean, I got to tell you, she's a leader, but I'm sure I could do a better job. I mean, I really know there are things that we could be doing that would help all of us and get us off of this moon and maybe figure out how we can be the best people we can be.
Yeah, and my crew's kind of forward thinking too.
Well, tell me about your
maybe
crew. Tell me about your crew. I couldn't meet
Find
all
it.
of them because I was busy taking care of you because you needed help and I had to bring you here so I could help you.
Well, I mean, there's the one guy. He he kind of fixes things and talks a little.
What was his name? What's his name?
And then there is the
What's his name?
His name was Sasha.
He fixes.
His name was Sasha.
Sasha fixes things. Sasha. That's a good fixing name. Who else? Who else was there? There was two other people. I remember there was two other people.
We had a little bit of our combat specialist. His name was Mr. Snuffy.
Snuffy. He looked like a dick. He looked like a dick.
Yeah, I mean, he can be excitable, and he kind of goes off the handle when he's stressed.
Okay, I understand now. I sometimes I get a little excitable too, but I just try to keep it under.
Just don't
because I like helping people. I help people because I'm Dean. Who else? There was another one.
Yes, and Dean, you're being very, very thankful. And there's our android. His name's Eric. He's a very forward thinker.
Android? He was a metal man?
Yes.
A metal man.
Metal man.
Oh.
A metal man.
Oh. That's a good thing I didn't save him because I don't know how to fix that.
Slay the metal.
I don't know how to do anything with the metal men. I've heard of them. I haven't seen one, but I know what they are like, and I could not have fixed him. But I put back. I kind of helped put together, and you look down on your leg, and there. Once upon a time, at some point in the not too distant past, there was you had suffered a fairly long gash along your left leg, about 12 to 18 inches long, that has now been repaired, air quotes, by Dean. And Dean didn't have a lot to work with, but he did manage to staple he did use staples to close the wound, and then packed the outside of it with what appears to be cigarette ash.
Oh,
to help stop
very
the
hygienic.
Stop the, yep. Did you see what I did? Did you see how I fixed you?
Yes, thank you. It seems to have stopped the bleeding. I appreciate you.
I did the best I could. I mean,
helping me, Dean.
Dean likes to be helpful, most times, but
Well,
mostly,
Dean,
I want to get off this goddamn moon.
Because I'm sure we're a bunch of forward thinkers, and we could figure out how to get off this moon together.
Wait, you want to help me get off this moon? I want to go to the planet. You know that, right? That's the plan. The plan is to go to the planet because the planet is what's the problem. The problem is that all these ships you've seen. Have you seen how many ships there are around this moon?
Yeah, we used to be one of those ships up there.
Oh, that happened to you. What do you? How did you get here?
Well, the last thing I remember was a couple harpoons piercing our hull, and then I kind of woke up and met you, Dean.
Oh, harpoons. Your friends got taken by Brex Breakers. So,
is that a bad thing, Dean? Are they bad people?
No, not bad people. Not bad. It's different people. Just different people, but same as us.
So, just a different group of people marooned here. Do
Yeah,
you,
they
do you know where they stay?
are us, but they are
Think you can
different
help me
than us.
Get there?
They are different than us. Well, I have to be very careful because Malta, she's okay with them, but she's sometimes concerned. I have to be very careful about Malta. Malta doesn't like Dean. I don't know. She doesn't like me because I have different ideas than most. And then there's some that agree with me, but not all and not everyone. So you wait here. I will find you some. I will find you. You eat. You're not Metal Man, right?
No, I definitely
I
do
should have
eat.
known. Dean's stupid. Dean should have known. Dean, Metal Men don't bleed off leg.
Mhm.
So I get you food and you like water.
I do.
Yeah, we don't have water. We don't have water. We have beer.
And
We have beer because water not pure. But I get you beer. You like beer? And because at this point, Adam's internet has decided to have a seizure, we will cut the
Dean,
stop.
before you leave me
Oh,
to
wait.
go
Yes,
to get food and water or beer, it's in and out.
it's okay.
I heard you the whole time though, John.
Okay.
So yes, Dean, I do love beer.
Okay, I get you beer and food, but you must be very quiet, because many people don't understand Dean. Dean has big dreams, and you be quiet. I get you food and beer, and if not, then maybe
All right,
we
when
cut.
you get back, you'll have to tell me about your big
Yes,
dreams.
if you are allowed,
I'm curious
maybe
to hear them.
if you are allowed, maybe you have that. Maybe they take your leg. I can't stop them then.
Oh no.
So,
Okay.
All right, and then at that point, Dean leaves the room, and that's where we leave that one. The spotlight comes back to the other three. The other three of you are just arriving to a base. As you're walking up, you see in front of you an enormous scrap yard. There are pieces and parts of different what appears to be components of spaceships. There's a barracks. There's a trailer, a single trailer that is adjacent to the scrapyard but separated from the barracks. And there is a large crane that is positioned next to the scrapyard. For those of you playing along at home with the SpaceX Starship prototyping session going on currently in Boca Chica, Texas, imagine Bluto or Tankzilla as it's known. It's one of those kinds of cranes. So Marlo comes back. Gentlemen, we have arrived at our base. Doesn't look like much, but we call it home. I'm going to take you on over to meet our boss, if you don't mind.
And if we do mind,
Well, that wouldn't be a
Really?
terribly neighborly thing to do now, would it, sir? We have extended to you just the finest of hospitalities, and let's not forget that y'all lied to us back there at that spaceship of yours. I know that I have not forgotten such a transgression. So,
I've not forgotten the harpoon in my fucking ship either.
you know, you're getting awful scrappy there, buddy. Why don't y'all just
Saying.
Why don't y'all just turn around for just a minute?
Sasha
That
walks
corporate
up.
property.
Sasha walks up to Marlo and he puts his arm around him. He says, "They do not understand. Just press on, Marlo.
I will ask you kindly.
We thank you for your shepherding skills through the past."
Yes, thank you for your service.
I that calls
Are you
for
going to give him a yellow ribbon too?
Jesus.
just Brightman. Anyway, so all right, so Marlo goes, gentlemen, this is exactly the last time I am going to remind you of the level of hospitality that we are showing you. If I see one more outburst like this, at this point, Breck doesn't even know you're here. I don't have to do anything. So I would suggest that you take a chapter out of the good book. and do unto others as you would have done unto you.
Thank you, Marlo. Tell me, do you have any kind of alcohol on this moon?
Well, as a matter of fact, we out here at Breck's Breakers, we have a few more liberties than your average beggar moon base type citizen. While we are clearly a member of that particular colony, we have certain liberties that we are allowed to by their leader, Malta. She otherwise turns a blind eye to such things, but what do you have in mind there, sir?
After we meet Brecht. I buy you a drink and sample the local alcohol with you.
That would be right neighborly of you, sir. I'd be more than obliged. So he takes you in, and you head over towards the trailer, or ostensibly what appears to be the top of a trailer that is mostly buried in the ground. And you take some steps down to this end. It's pretty clear that the trailer area is basically just a cover for a much larger room underneath it. In the corner is sitting in a chair with a pipe is a gentleman who Marlo introduces you to, and says, "Gentlemen, I'd like you to meet our esteemed leader. He is the master of the outside. He is a man that brings us all the scrap and the things that help us to survive here on this very desolate world. Gentlemen, this is Breck." And Breck puts his pipe down, looks at him and goes, "Oh, gentlemen, it is very, very nice to meet you. I am very excited to make your how do they say, acquaintance. We are but a humble batch of scavengers. Scavengers, I think is how they say. And we are very pleased to make your acquaintance. What brings you to our humble abode? Huh?
Hello, I am the captain of the Tingler, and this is my crew. It is a pleasure to meet you, Brecht. We were brought here by force.
Oh, by force? Yeah. What? By force? Marlo, how can this be?
No. Correction. Marlo did not force us. However, our ship was brought to this moon using a harpoon. I believe there was some sort of miscommunication.
The harpoon is just one of the many tools that we have. And you so many tools, but that's the one that we used that day, huh? And your ship was at how's the hyperdrive?
Weird.
Yeah. This is nothing that should be amazing to anyone here. Marlo, do you know of the hyperdrive acting weird? Yes, sir. That definitely does have a very weird effect here near our very beloved home. See what I'm saying, huh? So you are not going anywhere. No hyperdrive goes anywhere here in by the moon and the planet down below, the dead planet down below us. Yeah, mad that planet.
Sasha speaks up and he says, "It is a pleasure to meet you, Brecht. My name is
the pleasure.
Sasha
The pleasure is all mine to meet someone who has even a more ridiculous accent than I have. It is outrageous. Where are you from? Neo Moscow or something? Huh?
I actually am from Neo Moscow.
Oh,
thank you.
Sacre bleu. I am from Neo Paris, eh?
Sasha just kind of takes it in stride and he says, so tell me, Brecht, when was the last time anyone left this moon on a ship?"
From this moon? Are you speaking of the moon we are on right now, eh?
This moon.
No, this never. No.
It's never happened.
But if shh, are you? Can you keep a secret?
No, of course.
I have not told many people this, especially not that devil woman that is in Malta. Shh, 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 shh.
Okay, I do not know this Malta, but okay.
Shh.
I will.
She has ears, behind her back, in her head. She has spies everywhere. But Brex Breakers, we are very loyal. Yeah. You have the resistance. Viva resistance!
Vive la resistance!
I understand.
I'm working on a special project.
Oh.
Especial?
Yeah. Perhaps you had noticed on the way in my incredible scrapyard. Yeah.
I have noticed it is very expensive.
Very eclectic.
Follow me. Would your compatriots like to follow me for a minute? I have something very
Of
special
course.
to share with you.
Of course we would.
So if you Brecht leads you down a tunnel that is underground, and you're walking for approximately 10 minutes underground. And vaguely you can tell from the direction that you're heading out that you're heading actually underneath the scrapyard, and where Janus, the big crane, the big crane's name is Janus. You go underneath where the big crane was, and he opens up the door. Voila! The lights come up, and you see what is, for all intents and purposes, a mostly completed starship.
Oh.
I would invite you to see the Lucifer Rising. I know the name is a little bit dramatic, but I think it is appropriate given the situations that we face here on this moon.
Hey, Breck, I just want to point out, Lucifer didn't rise. He fell. It's in the name.
Why
Fallen
is it every
angel.
time that you open your mouth, smack comes out? What is that? Why does it have to be like that? Smack.
That's just the way I talk.
You had nothing nice to say? Did your mother, the woman that you came from her womb, not teach you that if you have nothing nice to say, you keep your mouth shut? Huh?
No, she died in childbirth.
Yeah,
So
obviously.
I did not know my mother.
Obviously.
Sasha steps in front of in front of Snuffy, and he says, "Brex, are you familiar with ancient Earth countries?"
The ancient Earth countries. Please, if you will give me a minute here, I must take a hit from my bribe.
Very, very good.
That's good bribe. Yes, I'm familiar, as they say. Yeah.
From several centuries ago, there was a country called the United States.
Yes.
He's Snuffy has lineage to
This
it.
explains so very much. So
Yes,
very much, yes.
He does not understand the heritage that we know.
Now everything makes sense. Mr. Snuffy, may I get you a hamburger and perhaps some freedom fries, eh? Freedom fries. You certainly
Unless
caused my
some
people
genuine
problems, eh?
Pabst Blue Ribbon, I turn you down.
Yeah. Anyway, so the Lucifer Rising is my special project, and we must. I have brought you into my inner circle now, So I'm trusting you. We are just only a very short way away, but the plan is that the Lucifer, we just call Lucifer for short. His rising, it seems ostentatious. Yeah.
Can we call it Lucy?
We have no solution at this point. Shut up, American. We have no solution for the hyperdrive problem. Since the ships come in, as I would assume yours did, and the hyperdrives, work. And I would suggest that perhaps we would. I have found thanks to the scavenging, how they say, the getting of the pots, that we could make what we call here a coffin run. We could get in the Lucifer after we get the last few things that we are needing, and we could get in the ship and we could use our how they say impulse drive, the not the hyperdrive, the put, not so fast, but in the coffin we stand a chance, and it has enough for my boys, and perhaps for your party as well, if you are willing to work with us.
Sasha sees this and he's looking at the ship and he looks back and he says, Brecht, your ship is very impressive.
Well, thank you.
Why do you think it can escape this mysterious force when other ships cannot?
So, the secret of the Lucifer is that it is not dependent upon the hyperdrive. Everyone we have talked to, the thrusters, the chemical reaction, but is fine. It's good. But for your ships, what was the name of your ship?
It was the Tingler. It is on the ground about 3 days walk.
Tingler?
Yes.
You are men of action. As of this, I can tell, huh? So the Tingler, before the unfortunate accident with the harpoon, how were the chemical reaction? How was that? Was that working good?
The hyperdrive was not too much.
Yeah, that's scary shit, yeah?
Yes. You have no idea what we have seen.
But the rocket, the chemical propellant, yeah?
It attempted to work, but we did not make much progress.
Yeah, it's because you had a harpoon in your side, yeah? Anyway, so
yeah.
But so that is what we are using the Musk drive, the chemical reaction.
Musk drive.
Yeah, the Musk drive.
Very chemical reaction with the musk.
Nice.
And
it runs on the methane.
it runs on Dogecoin, yeah.
Dogecoin.
90% of the time it works all the time.
Yeah.
It can travel 12 Elons in a minute.
It does not
12
it does not
kilos.
land so good, but the rocket is fine for the thrust, yeah. So yeah, as we said, we are missing only a few parts, and with enough time, we can get accelerating at. We have calculated 2G, 2 Earth G, that we
2G.
can
Very good.
we can achieve many percentage of the percentage of light over time. It take time. Yeah, we got time. We sleep.
And what parts are you missing?
So we are missing the key items of a stasis generator for the cryotube. We are missing the navigation computer. We have no navigation core. We have all of the bells and whistles. We have none of the thinking part, as you say. And we are missing 3 of the conduit. The conduit. I think I'm saying this right. For the propellant exchange on the tanks. We have all of the pipe, but we do not have the necessary mixture, the mixture conduit, as they know. And perhaps back at the Tingler, that perhaps we could work together to make this happen, if you would wanted to do that.
I think we could. We may have what you need.
This is a
well,
match
what's
made in heaven, huh?
what we need? Because we are together now. Yes.
This is this makes it. We will bribe together to seal the deal after I hear what your section is saying about it.
Yes. So we will. I think we will work out the deal, but first we must find our missing crewmate.
Oh, there was more than you 3 on the Tingler?
Yes, we have a. He is a professor type.
Oh, scientist, huh? Those are
Yes,
coming up
he's very smart.
Very smart.
Book smart.
Yeah, is he punctual? Does he come to places on time? Does he show up when he is supposed to?
Not really, but
This can be a problem, eh?
He can
He
make you
does-
anything out of coconuts, though. I guarantee you that.
That's right. Yeah. Does he come
He
with?
does know.
Is he married to someone named Ginger or Marianne?
possibly.
Oh,
We try not
Lifelong
to.
bachelor.
Yeah.
the-
We must. So if you help us find him, he is part of our crew.
no, yeah.
We will then tell him we need to make a deal with you for some parts and passage on your ship.
I am
but,
very excited about all these new possibilities.
Very good.
You are three very nice men, and I am very happy that you can keep a secret about the Lucifer. You must not say anything about the Lucifer, huh?
Yeah, you have my word that I will
You
not
have
say
no
anything
idea.
about your demonic, very demonic ship.
We would very much
And-
like to successfully leave. We will remain quiet.
See, smart Machina. His name
What?
is Machina. He's very good.
Machine.
Hitachi.
Hello, my name is Eric,
Ah.
Emergency Response Incident Caretaker.
Machine. Miss Eric. I have not known you long enough to call you Machina. This is new. We are establishing the relationship. What do you know the navigation?
One moment. Loading.
Snuffy
Loaded.
slaps him upside the head.
Loading faster. No. I currently lack a module that would allow me to navigate.
So you are looking for the a module to be added to you? Is what I am hearing? Eh?
I am slowly unlocking parts of my core programming.
Very, very interesting. Yeah. So perhaps we sometimes scavenge parts from these as you say machina from time to time. So perhaps there is an opportunity for us to find something perhaps together, or perhaps we salvage the navigation core from the Tingler, as you call it.
That could be acceptable. We do need to find our crewmate first, though.
This is the details. So, let me share some knowledge. As they say, break open the knowledge egg on your ass. Is I think what they say back in America.
Yes, that's what is. And he points over at Snuffy. He says, "Yes, that is what he says. He says it all the time."
And so
What the fuck you talking about, Sasha?
the vulgarity. He is clearly American. Sacre bleu. Anyway, so the
Wave that white flag, Frenchie.
See, he thinks
listen here, bitch.
countries exist still in
listen here, bitch.
25 something.
Since you just referenced America.
It would be a damn shame if something were to happen to the cryotube in space, eh? Anyway, so this is a small moon, as they say. You know, sometimes they say this is a small world, eh? It's a small world, and if your friend has been taken, as you have said that he has, it is highly likely he is at the Beggar Moon base, and that means he is most likely with Malta.
Beggar
And
Moon base. How far is this base?
is a 2-day trip. Two-day
Two-day?
trip. 2-day
Okay.
trip over the dunes. But it will be much easier this time. It's much easier this time. We are the Beggar Moon base and Brex Breakers. We are in alliance. We are the symbiotic between them and us. We get them the things they need to stay alive. They give us a little bit of je ne sais quoi, if you will. You know, they
Yes,
let us.
I understand.
Yes.
Androids are allowed to be helpful to humans,
Uh-huh.
and humans provide the resources necessary for us to grow. If you have any out of if you have any dysfunctional androids, I would very much like to become a chimeric being. Thank you, Brecht.
What the fuck?
Oh, it is funny that you had mentioned that, Mr. Eric. While we do not have any of the Android here, we are very Apple. No, that's a joke. Eh? There is a over at the Bega Moon base. There is an Android that perhaps you should meet.
So Sasha says, "Do you think we will need weapons or anything like that? Should we expect trouble?"
I would not recommend that you show up at the base of the Beggar Moon with guns drawn. That would not
Okay.
end well for you, shall we say? Eh?
Should we bring something to trade for our compatriot?
For now, I think it is time for us to just let your good new friend Brecht take care of it for you, huh?
All right.
I forgot my name.
Sasha
eh?
puts his hand on his shoulder and he says, Brecht,
yes.
"You are a good man,
Oh,
and we trust you."
yeah, so good. Yeah, I feel like this is the start of a beautiful relationship. Eh?
So when would you like to go?
We will leave immediately. Immediately we will head there because the extra day that we spent actually look at the time. Eh? Look at the time. We've been talking for so very long. Let's go back to the trailer. Actually, let me introduce you to the rest of my friends. That's very nice, by the way. Let me introduce you to the rest of the Brex Breakers over at the barracks. Yeah, and show you around.
This sounds very good. Is Venetia? Excuse me for just one moment. I must use the Vinaya bathroom.
Okay. So,
And actually, real life too. I need to get another drink.
That's fine and
Right
dandy.
back.
Okay, so we'll take just a couple minute break here while Sasha drains the wheeze, and that's fine because we are going to move the spotlight. Yep, we're going to move the spotlight back to Adam.
All right.
I don't dare put it on
podcast.
I don't dare actually pull the music up. Although we only have like 6 people that watch this, I don't feel like getting copyright struck.
Oh yeah. It's okay.
So there we have it, folks. For those of you playing along at home, while our characters are off taking care of their biological needs, even those people who are not biological, we've struck an alliance between Brex Breakers and the crew of the Tingler, as they move towards getting the final pieces to the puzzle for the Lucifer Rising. Meanwhile, back at the Tyrant Beggar base, Dean and his new best friend, Reggie, are going to have a quick discussion with some of Dean's friends.
Oh boy.
Do 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 do
John, can you hear me?
What's that, Adam?
All right.
You were a
Just
little,
making sure me. I didn't know if my internet crapped out.
it got a little weird there for a second, but you appear to be back.
It's crappy, but not crapped out.
That's right.
All right. We are on to the other beer from this series.
Good.
Other halves, I don't know how to pronounce this. Motueka Chroma? Motueka?
Matroika?
Motueka?
You have a better chance at talking Slav than I do.
I don't think it is though. I don't know.
Right, it's a great RPG.
But it comes in at also 6.3%, and it's this fun green sparkly color instead of red sparkly.
Very, very nice.
Very
I
Christmas.
wish I could
Very
see
nice.
it, but my video cut out a while ago.
Yeah.
All I can see is John.
This is
I mean,
even
really
more
all
worse
hazy.
things.
It's really
at
all
that.
you need to. You're all flex. Sorry.
So the question is, when are we going to start seeing canned beers with edible glitter in them?
Oh, when are
There
we going to
is-
start seeing canned beers with edibles in them?
Oh shit.
So I'm curious, have you guys
There's a beer
started
called
getting
Double
like
Oak.
premixed cocktails in cans at your
Oh, yeah.
liquor stores
Yeah,
yet?
yeah, we've
Yeah,
seen
for a
some of
while
them.
now.
Okay.
All right, folks.
Some of them aren't bad, but
Dan, there's
It's
already a
called
beer
Snow
with
Globe.
glitter in it. Edible.
Are we cool to start,
Oh,
start
yeah.
back up again?
Oh.
Are we cool to restart?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
All set.
I didn't end
Yeah.
the stream. I just was going to get things
Yeah,
going
I
again.
figured. Yeah.
So, scene end at Brex Breakers. Just so you know that the action that's about to happen is you guys are going to head over and meet some of the rest of the gang over at Brex Breakers. Meanwhile, back at the Beggar Moon base.
Quick interruption, John.
Yeah.
We're up to 13 people, by the
That's
way.
wonderful. Welcome, everyone.
Yeah.
That's like 2 episodes of Painting with Men Off John. Or
Yeah.
3.
Who's
It's-
here?
It's the lawyers for the song.
But wait until the next podcast starts. That's going to be serious business. That's right, folks. Keep watching this area right here. We're about to morph into its next form. So, meanwhile, now Dean and his new best friend Reggie are having a conversation. Here. I brought you food. I brought you food, and I brought you some beer too. It's really good. It's like they say it's like zombie dust.
Ooh, I really like zombie dust. Thank you, Dean.
You've
You are a stand-up guy.
So you take a sip of the beer, and it literally tastes like it was made from the corpses of dead things, and that had been left outside and desiccated. So it's like literally zombie dust.
Oh, is that what's in my leg?
No, your leg is actually cigarette ashes, because somehow they have
okay.
tobacco on this planet. So
Space tobacco.
how's it taste? Does it taste good? Because I don't usually drink that because Malta doesn't like us when we drink things that get us a little bit happy, and we don't like that, so that we don't always make sure that we only save that for special people, and I think you're special people.
Well, thank you, Dean. I do like it. It's probably in my top 100.
Fantastic. Would you like? I was wondering if you would like to meet some of my friends.
Are they nice people?
Well, I only know nice people except for Malta. I know Malta. She's not really nice people, but you'll have to meet her too, and that's going to happen eventually. But it's not right this second. I'd like you to meet. This is my friend Anne. Hi.
Oh. Hi, Anne.
Hi. I'm Anne. Ah!
Anne, how do you know Dean?
I know Dean because he's a friend. Ah!
Oh, just a friend and winks.
Yeah. What do you mean?
He's a good guy. I can understand why you're friends with him.
I've known Anne for a long time. She's very nice. She sculpts things. She sculpts things out of rock because rock is available, and we should cut things out of rock. And sometimes they make me scared, but she's nice. I like Anne. She's good people. Did you sleep good? But tonight, did you have funny dreams? I ask you now, Reggie. I have funny dreams.
Yeah.
I have funny dreams. I dream of things that
Are you guys having?
I have funny dreams sometimes. Not all the time. Not all the time. Thank God I've only on. Well, sometimes I have funny dreams, and they scare me, and they tell me about things that I shouldn't think about, but then they make me think about them. But let's not talk about that right now. Let's not talk about it. And Anne has funny dreams too.
No. When do the funny dreams come?
At nighttime. I sleep.
It's at specific times?
It's at nighttime. Nighttime when I'm sleeping. I have funny dreams.
It,
I don't dream when my eyes are open. Do you dream when your eyes are open? You're different. Are you sure you're human?
I have once before.
You dream with your eyes open?
Once before we came here to Moon. Weird things was happening up on our ship.
Oh, this is.
Do you know what's causing that, Dean? And Anne?
Well, I've heard. And should I tell him? Yes, tell him. I think that the problem is because of the things that are downstairs by the planet, and if we knew what was down by the planet, we'd be able. I've heard podcasts. Would you like to know what the podcasts were? Podcasts are fun, but this one was not fun. This fun was scary.
What was it called?
Well, the first one I heard was Beer Machine, and it was terrible. I stopped listening to that one because it made me scared. They talked about War Machine or something. I'd never heard of this thing. But the second one was called The Crash of the Defiance. It was less good than Beer Machine, kinda, but they were less drunk. So it was easier to listen to. Malta hates drunk people. Malta doesn't like the drunk. She says it makes people forget about why they're there. But I can't remember why I'm here anymore anyway, so it doesn't matter. And this is I can play. Would you like me to play it for you? I have it on my recorder. I record things so that I can remember what things are. Would you like to hear it? You should answer me. I'm your friend. I am your friend. You should answer me.
Reggie glitches out in front of her.
Sure.
Ann, what's wrong with him?
Back.
Ann, what's wrong with him? He seems sick. Is he fine? Can you check him? Check underneath his balls. He's not sick. He's just got a small dick. All right, so.
Yes.
Okay. Get better internet.
God damn, man.
All right, so this is he brings out this like decrepit held together with plastic tape recording device. This is Lance Corporal Victoria Bradley. Allow me to repent. Queen Omnis Supreme 490. Knowing is gonna hear this. So, I'd like to make a confession. I never thought it would happen to me. After the things we did in that forest, this almost seems nice. Relaxing. No screams, no disputes, just rocks and fishing with all the water. The captain is convinced there's a big payday here. Some bomb. Maybe some artifacts to loot and to get off on some antiques dealer. It'll all be junk, though. That seems just about our luck. At least this place is too empty for us to have hostiles. Captain can't see the wasteland for the total emptiness, so still guard up. What's that saying the captain loves so much? The more hardship, the better, he says. Well, at least the weather's nice. And this hardship had better pay off, because I didn't sign on for being stranded in the middle of nowhere. As I say, and there's a bunch of French I can't pronounce, despite the fact I'm doing a French accent. But half the unit forgot the comms code. Yet another exciting task. Yankee Helio Foxtrot 9449. See that was a podcast I listened to. Wasn't that interesting?
That was amazing, Dean.
I think that I
did kind of zone out during portion of it, but you don't have to repeat yourself.
That's fine. I wasn't going to. Dean, I only have so many batteries, and Malta only lets me recharge the batteries every now and again. She's very, very strict about the batteries, because the batteries are what put bad ideas in our heads.
So
The
the batteries put the bad dreams in your heads, huh?
not dreams, but bad ideas, bad things, not the dreams. Dreams come from the place. The place, we won't talk about the place right now. No, I'm not going to talk about that place.
It's okay, Dean. We don't have to talk about it.
Okay, thank you.
But
Stop
thank you-
talking about
thank
the
you for
place!
the beer and the food, and thank you for helping him get that for me.
I got it
appreciate
for
very
him!
much.
Ah! I think that the planet where this came from the planet. Did I tell you this came from the planet? The podcast came from the planet. I picked it up on my radio. And I
wow.
could hear it on the radio because it was the box that has the thing that can reach down to the planet and hear the things that people are saying. And it says, I think that this means that there's valuable things on the planet. So I'm trying to get there. That's what I would like to take to my friend.
Is that part of your plan to get to the planet?
That's why I
Dean?
want to go there. That's because I think that there's something down there that would be very valuable and be better. And it would be freedom. It'd be freedom away from Malta. Malta doesn't want to go to the planet, but she doesn't understand. She doesn't see if
she
I
doesn't
was.
understand. You get to meet your heroes and podcasting legends. I get it. They might they have good conventions down there.
Big heavy rapping on the door. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I think it's Malta. I think it's Malta. I think it's. Yes. This is. Hi. We're here. This is very nice. We have a bit of radiation leak locked down. Take time. How are you? And on the other side of the door. What are you? You hear in a gruff female voice. What are you doing in there, boy?
That is gruff.
Dean and Anne look at each other and kind of shudder. Where does it? Open up that door, boy. Dean scuttles off to the door, very sheepishly. He's very, very worried about opening up the door. Pickles the cat makes another appearance on the
course he
Mothership
does.
podcast. And he opens up the door. Hi, Malta. Malta, I want to introduce you to somebody. I found him. Can I keep him? And Malta looks across. Who are you, boy, and how did you get here?
I'm Reggie. We crashed here.
Are you high, boy?
I've lost a lot of blood.
That's an interesting wound you've got there, boy. Dean, did you patch him up? Are you trying to play doctor again? He was there. I was out in the desert and I was looking for things because we like to look for things because it helps the whole community, and we want to make sure that everyone has enough to eat. And as Dean is clearly freaking out here talking to Malta, you realize that as Malta walks in, that she's actually standing on a pair of wooden legs. And she has a pair of crutches that she's using to come in. And she's missing her left ear. And she has no nose.
Wow. So she's seen some stuff.
Yes, she is clearly missing limbs. Malta, just settle down. Settle down. Dean, I'm just here to talk to your new friend. Now settle down. Just sit down there and be. Matt, stop it. Completely derailed the entire scene. This is not that kind of podcast, Matt. Just relax for a second. I just want to talk to your friend here, Dean. I'm Malta. I'm the leader of this base. Welcome to the Tired Beggar base. Now, would you mind explaining to me how you got here?
Well, last thing I remember is we were up in space. We just got yanked out of hyperspace. We tried firing our hyperdrives. Some weird stuff happened. My crewmates were seeing stuff.
Seems normal.
We shut off the hyperdrive. It went away.
Seems normal.
And
Can't confirm.
then all of a sudden, we got our hull breached. We realized it was a harpoon, and I woke up in this bed, and Dean was explaining how he stapled my leg and rubbed ashes in it, and brought me some food.
Oh, Dean. Oh, Dean. Why did you not?
Bless his little heart.
Why did you not come back to me right away with this young lad?
No,
we
Malta. In his defense, it wasn't that I wasn't here that long. I've only been awake a little while.
Well, thank you very much, Reggie. I appreciate how you clearly have not taken umbrance to young Dean's the manifestations of his difficulties, if you will. But we are a very meager colony here, as you know. This particular moon has no heavy atmosphere. We have no agriculture. We do the best we can with what we can scavenge from the area. We have some excellent scavengers. And did you come here to this planet by yourself, or how did you arrive in this current predicament?
Well, again, our ship crash landed here, and I was hoping that you might know where my crewmates are.
Your crewmates, you say?
Yeah.
You got more. There's more of you lovely people.
Yeah, I'm their
online.
resident tinkerer and scientist.
Scientist, you say? Well, that's very, very valuable. That's a fabulous thing. And as you're having this conversation, in walks behind another individual wearing a mask over the lower part of his face, tubes running back to his rear, and he turns to Malta and whispers at her, but loud enough that you can hear. Got us some new ones, huh? Got us a new one here, huh? Malta just gives him a head shake, just to kind of wave him off a little bit from that conversation. And says, well, I'm going to I appreciate you joining us here. I'm going to have, I'll be back here in a little while to check on your progress, just to kind of bed in here. We'll see if we can't find you some quarters, more permanent quarters than here with Dean. But I'll return shortly with that, at which point her and this individual that's with her exit the room, close the door.
Okay.
And
Is Dean still in the room with me?
Dean's rocking back and forth. That was bad. That's not good. It's not good. It's not good. This could cause everything problems.
Reggie's gonna ask Dean. Dean, did you happen to grab my bag? Is my bag here with me?
I only took you. I only carry you. You don't no bag. I don't have no bag from you. This is terrible. This is bad. Malta knows you're here now. Malta knows you're here. So we have to move. We have to move soon, and before Mr. John finds you. Mr. John will not be. He will offer. You won't like what Mr. John says.
Yeah. Well, Dean, do you want to help me go try to find my friends?
I think that we need to go find to the special place that Ann and I know about where our friends are, and we can tell you about some ideas that we have about things that you might be able to help us with, because you're a scientist and you know things, and then maybe Mr. John will come for your left leg.
Mm-hmm. Well, do you know where could you take me back to the crash site where might be able to find my bag?
It's not and we now Malta knows we're here. There's no we can't leave the base now because the people will tell her, and then to take more than your left leg.
Yeah. But I thought you were forward thinking, and if we find their friends, we'll be able to get off the planet.
Maybe we can find some time that we can find some places that Malta. My friends, they know many places, and this is something that we can probably figure out. But right now, I can't. This is bad. This is so bad. Malta knows you're here now. Malta, Mr. John knows you're here. Mr. John knows where you are now, so that's not going to be working. So that's very, very bad, very, very bad, very bad. And so, Anne tones her shit down a little bit because I can't do that voice all afternoon because no one will listen to this fucking podcast ever.
Fair enough.
Hey, Dean, we should probably take him over to show him what we're working on. And so they take you out of the room and help escort you to past a number of places as you're leaving the area that he had you, the quarantine cells that he had set you up. He walks you past some dormitories, past a medical chapel, kind of keeping him into the shadows. Doesn't want anybody to see you. Walks you past an interesting place with the label Goat Farm, and past another corridor with an arrow pointing towards something called Machine Shop, and and leads you on to into a place called the Sculpture Garden. And brings you in there. And as the door opens up, you find hundreds of small sculptures that are very unusual, kind of terrifying.
It's like one of those
kind
Japanese sculpture gardens.
Except if H.P. Lovecraft had been the artist in residence. Lots of twisted forms. Lots of kind of nightmarish sculptures, and
well, this is lovely.
And turns to you with. Can you see me on camera?
Yeah, I can. I switched you over to my hotspot on my phone, which seems to be working much better.
And does this. This is where we put them.
And are these your sculptures?
Some
are these the things you see?
Some are. Some are from others.
What others?
Other people. We have dreams.
They seem lovely.
I am scared of them. What do you mean they're lovely? This is terror. I don't always remember that I made these. Sometimes they're there when I wake.
Wow.
Dean, you have to be very careful sometimes when you talk about the sculptures with Anne because she gets very emotional about them. But they won't hurt you. They're not real. Well, I mean, they're not alive anymore.
Anymore, Dean?
I shouldn't have said it anymore. This is very careful. I need to be very careful. With the
did
words
they used to be
words
people?
Mean things. Mean words have power. Words have much power. Power.
Nope.
Yes.
Don't like that.
I need to be very careful about what things I say.
Soylent
But I'm happy that
statues
you are
are
my
made of
friend.
people.
I am a new friend, and you are here. So we want to go to the planet. Would you be willing to come to the planet with me and Anne and some of our other friends that we haven't shown you yet because they're very special friends?
I think I would be, but I need to find my friends before we can all go because I'd feel lonely without them.
Now that Malta knows you're here, she'll be very worried about where you are if she finds out that you're not where we were. And there's only so many places you can go in this base because it is very cold outside and there's not much things to breathe.
Yeah. Well, is there any other bases outside of this base?
There is the Breakers. They are nice. Well, not nice. They are different people. They are not us. They are them. Yeah. And we are us.
Dean, do you think they could help us?
Well, they might if you have something they want because there was a word you used to say one time that they transactional.
Transactional. Well,
That's a
you know,
that's a big
I'm
word.
good at
That is a
fixing
big
things,
word that I
and-
don't know how to say with the words that are in my mind.
Oh.
Well, as a scientist, I'm good at fixing things. And, you know, if you're willing to introduce me to
What?
these people, I would help to maybe have you come with me.
Last
you
time
ever
I
been a
saw
scientist? Your friends.
last time I
Have
saw
you
a
ever been a
scientist fix
scientist
the
now?
thing, it blew up.
You know, it can happen. I'm not going to lie. But, you know, it just means a big, you know, it's just a big party.
60% of the time, it works every time.
Like Dean, there's this flamethrower I fixed one time and it went boom. And, you know, we're all fine.
Well, I think that if you wait here with Ann, I can ask my friends to go out and look and see if they know if the breakers have seen your friends, because I remember I remember you were with people when I saved your leg. I saved your left leg in particular. I remember saving you, and they were there, but I couldn't carry everyone because I'm just Dean, and they were
Dean,
there.
I do appreciate because my left leg's my favorite leg, and it sounds like John
That's
might
weird.
take it.
That's weird that you have a favorite leg, but especially one that is packed full of ashes now. But
Do you have a favorite limb or favorite thing?
no, I
about
am
yourself?
just Dean, and I have a favorite. My favorite is Anne. She's my favorite, but she's not me. She's someone else. She has her own leg.
Dude, she has two, right?
She had one. Let me count them. 1, 2, 2 legs. Anne has 2 legs. Of course, I have 2 legs. What's wrong with you? But you wait. You wait here. I will go ask Tom. Tom knows where the people who are not us are, and how to talk to them with
And
special
Dean,
ways.
are Ann and I going to be safe here in the garden?
Anne knows all the things in the garden. She knows the special words to keep them from going inside of your mind. She knows the special words. So you listen to Anne, or I will be very not happy with the things that you might hear.
Well, so
Stay
far,
here.
I mean, you and Ann have been great. So I don't see why I wouldn't listen to her.
Well, Anne's very special to me.
She seems very smart too.
She has 2 legs.
Not 3.
Why would you think she has 3 legs? No one has 3 legs. Chairs have 3 legs sometimes, unless they have 4.
I've heard people on the planet could have 3 legs.
What do you know about this planet? You know things about this planet?
We heard on our radio.
You would be very happy about knowing that we wanted to go to that planet then, because that is knowledge that you have that we don't, and that we would benefit from. So you wait here.
We used to pick up transmissions from Painting with Tripod John.
You would know of the Tripod John? He was very popular with the ladies.
He knows of him biblically.
Foofer is telling me that this is the end of the podcast.
Yeah.
So you wait here. I will contact Tom to see if he knows the right words to use using the right machines with the breakers, so that Malta does not know that I'm talking to them,
Okay.
because sometimes she gets angry about the breakers. But
That's okay, Dean. But I will tell Ann of stories of the Painting with Tripod John while we wait for you.
That sounds fascinating. It must be the best show ever. I wonder if it's on Wednesdays, on days that we're not doing the RPG. Yeah, for a limited time only, bitches. Anyway, so, and on that note, the curtain draws on this evening's adventure. So we have, of course, Reggie with Anne in the sculpture room, the sculpture garden, as his new best friend Dean.
With the candlestick.
As Dean goes out to meet with Tom to attempt to contact Breck's Breakers to see if they have encountered the rest of the crew. Meanwhile, the undaunted crew of the Tingler that are with Breck's Breakers have formed an alliance to try and get Reggie back and then board the something Satan plane to take a long
The
space
Satan plane. Outstanding.
To
Satan's
take-
fallen, Lucifer.
yeah,
Lucifer's fallen.
Lucifer Rising or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Something gothic. To take off, and in 2 weeks we will find out exactly how that goes for our intrepid travelers.
John, before you do the sign off, I'd like to point out to anyone who is watching that is not super experienced with role playing, if you may not have noticed, during the past almost 2 hours, we played an entire segment and not a single dice was rolled. Not a single rule was checked. Not a single stat was referenced. That was
Pretty
all
excellent
done
for Flosser right there. Those
Yes,
ones
yes,
for
it was.
Spain.
But that was all done in character, and because we wanted to do what the characters would do, not necessarily examining rules. Rules and all that are a secondary function.
So kudos to John, because that is very difficult to do and to keep players on track without forcing them to make checks to get back in the game. And also break your chains, game how you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't want to roll about my leg.
Yeah. You chose wisely. Don't roll about your leg ever in this game. It's not going to get better.
Yeah.
But no, I appreciate the kind words, Dan. This is I like to role play because it allows me to play characters. And I felt a little bit like I maybe turned the spotlight on myself a little hard this time. So we'll dial that back just a little bit. And this is the setup action for what's going to happen in 2 weeks. So I would urge all of you watching to tune in, because let me tell you, some shit's going to hit the fan in 2 weeks. So on behalf of your comely crew of the Tingler, I'm your fated GM, Menoth John. We'll catch you in 2 weeks here on the Mothership podcast. Good night, everybody.
Excellent.